Today I'm going to be talking about Moon for Nintendo DS. I really don't know what else to say here. So hi, I'm Leah, and I'm a gamer girl.
Brought to you by thebigpeg.com.
Moon starts off with the discovery of a hatch on the moon. There's nothing fishy about that, right? Anyway, a bunch of people go missing, and it's your job as Major Kane to go figure out what's going on and try to find these people. This game, the beginning of it really reminded me of Doom 3, with missing people and you having to go find them. However, later on it started to remind me of Prey. I won't exactly explain why, but it was like Prey just without the whole spirit walk. This game was really fun at first, but after the first few episodes it started to get really repetitive. All the enemies, they didn't really advance too much. They'd start to get a little bit more difficult, but throughout the entire game all there was there's robotic spiders and some like robotic bugs that were in tunnels. There was guns on the roof that you'd have to shoot off, a couple aliens, that's pretty much it. Giant balls that threw colorful balls at you. Those ones were definitely my favorite. The scenery was also very repetitive. There was 3 main places that you had to be. There was the moon surface, which you would drive your vehicles on. Then there was inside the hatch, which were all like scientific labs and factories. And then there was also the UFOs. Why are UFOs always glowing? Do they have like neon lights everywhere? I always wondered that. I loved and hated the controls and the menus all at the same time. I loved how the weapons were set up in this. It was very simple. Most games you have to go into the start menu, and then from the start menu you have to pick like the third option you go from your weapons, you pick which weapon you want, and by then you're already dead. This one, there's just a button at the bottom of the screen, push it, select your weapon. So much easier. I love how that was set up. I'm not 100% sold on using the touchscreen as a secondary stick. It was a little bit irritating. When the enemy was in front of you, it was okay to aim. However, doing a 180 and hoping to shoot them is really risky, and it was a real pain in the butt. One thing that they definitely could have done to improve this was they're only using 5 buttons in this game. The 4 directional pads, and then the left or the right, depending if you're right-handed or left-handed for shooting. They should have made it optional if you wanted to use the touchscreen or if you wanted to use like the A, B, X, Y buttons. I'm also not a really big fan of how they set up the touchscreen with maps. They have the map on the touchscreen. I think they should have had it on the top. It would have been a lot more like PC FPS, where you would have aimed where you wanted to shoot. Instead, you were aiming on the map and kind of guessing like, okay, I think this is where they'll be. Another thing that really irritated me was this game had one of my biggest pet peeves in it when it came to any game, and that's there's no jump button. I hate it when there's no jump button. I understand. You're loaded down, you have a portable robot, you have lots of guns, you're in a spacesuit for the entire game, but you should be able to jump. You're on the moon. There's less gravity. Jump. My favorite thing about this game was the remote control robot. He was so much fun to use. He kind of added a puzzle aspect to the game, where you have to go through the tunnels, turn off the force field so your character can get through. Things I didn't like about him was you can't kill enemies with them. You stun them, and then they'll be back in a couple seconds to shoot at you. But I loved how he controlled. He was fast, he was fun zipping through the tunnels, and you can also find hidden items with him. But they should have made him be able to kill things. The vehicles, on the other hand, I hated the vehicles in this game. They were very irritating. They did not turn worth crap. They have landmines all over the track that you're supposed to go down. And you hit one of them, boom, your shields are down. It was quite an irritating experience. Other little things that irritated me about this game. I hated the music in the background and the sound effects. Isn't that really irritating? They weren't too bad for the first little bit, but after 6 hours I really just wanted to blow my brains out. I could not stand it. It was definitely proof that you're playing a Game Boy game. And I also did not like how your character walked. I understand, yes, it's the moon, less gravity, but you do not walk and bounce all over the screen when you're walking. It's irritating. It gives you a headache very fast. Look at him walk. My last major problem with this game was the save points. I understand that the save points also restore your health, so yes, you do not want to have too many of those in there. However, I think they should have put an option in the menu to be able to save. With DS games and PSP games, I usually like playing them when I'm doing things like I'm on the bus waiting to go somewhere, and once I get to my destination, I like to save my game, turn off, and go on with my day. You can't do that with this game. You start playing, you get where you want to go, you can't save, so you turn it off, and you have to start all over again. This isn't a very realistic game if that's what you're looking for in a portable handheld game. Overall, I'm left a little undecided about this game. This game was put together beautifully, and as far as first-person shooters go, this is an amazing game for the DS. However, it seems like it was really rushed and quickly put together. They left out a lot of stuff they could have done better. There was nothing original about this game. It was the same as any other space game that anyone has ever made. The character was unoriginal, the events were unoriginal. I wouldn't really recommend this game unless you're going on like a 5 to 7 hour road trip and you wanted something to do. And also, as long as you don't get motion sickness from how much you're bobbing around. Overall, I give this game a C. I'm going to try something that I've never tried before. I'm actually going to try to play a game while explaining it. And it's going to be all backwards. I don't know how well this is going to turn out, but just so you can see how ridiculous this is. Wow, this is hard to do. forward, open. I'm really hoping that there's no monsters. Okay, so yeah, this is one of those yummy dummy force fields. I have to get that guy. So there should be something around here. Yeah, this thing. So let's say I want to do my robot. Just push it. It's hard to do upside down. I want this way. This is weird doing upside down. And then shoot that thing. Oh my god, something's shooting me. Hey, there's one of those lovey-dovey balls I told you about. But as you can see, this guy can't kill anything. So I'm just going to try to shoot these guys upside down. Door. Yeah, but see, this guy's really fun to play with. I like playing as him. Oh my god, he's still alive. I can't see what I'm doing. Everything's backwards in the camera. Hi everybody, so we're going to be having a contest on my website, GamerGirlsRock.ca. We'll be giving away prizes for it as well. It starts on Valentine's Day. Make sure you go to my website and check it out. You can win great prizes like point packages or gift cards for GameStop or EB Games or anything like that. And also make sure you check out the bitbag.com. They are amazing. So they're the ones that sponsored this episode of GamerGirlsRock. And I think that's it for updates. Make sure you go check out my website for current news as well. Thanks.